Hello guys and welcome here to the Lyft National Series. This is race, I want to say number 17? Yeah, race number 17 from Pocono Raceway. Today we present to you the Pocono 225. Anyway, I'm Brian James here in the booth. Good morning, welcome, it's Sunday morning. And it's Eric Faden on the pole today for this race, and to his outside will be Tim Randolph in the number 90, who has won on a race, or who has won a race that uses this package already. He won the race at Auto Club, so of course should be a favorite today. So has Austin Shaw. So those two probably the favorites entering this race. Of course, we saw a thriller yesterday for the Cup race. We saw kind of a disappointing finish on the truck side, but we saw a thriller for the Cup Series, and of course that took place yesterday. If you missed it, I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil it, so please mute your sound if you don't want to know the result. Of course, we saw, mute it now. So here, I'm going to start right now. So of course, all the leaders pitted coming to the final lap. And it was a battle between Nathan Faden and Casey Nanako, the 3 and the 18. They were side by side exiting turn 3, and the 3 car of Nathan Faden just muscled his way to the win, claiming his first win of the season. Of course, it was only 5 playoff points though, but he won. Eric Faden actually finished up front too, the guy who is leading who is the pole sitter today. He finished up front yesterday, but unfortunately he'll start toward mid-pack because of the reset for today. And that of course will all take place later. The second Cup race, the Pocono 350, is only a few hours away. We don't want to waste too much time in pre-race. We will say we have not had many multiple time winners this season. Daniel Gittero just swept Daytona, the only other one to my knowledge. Of course, it's been a few weeks since I've really taped, but the only one to my knowledge that also has won 2 races is Dustin Davis. And the question will be, because Dustin Davis, he had a nasty wreck yesterday in the Cup Series. Can he put this behind him today and put together a good result? Because keep in mind, he's going to be starting at the back in the Jello Cup race. But he left yesterday with a 90-point lead. He could leave with less if he does not find his way up front. And of course he's starting about 14th, I want to say. 12th actually. So he's starting 12th today. We'll see what he can do here in this race. Anyway, let's roll the intro real quick and we'll be right back with your starting lineup in just a moment. You are watching the Gaming Collaboration Network, home of the Jello Cup Series. Ourselves another photo finish, and I believe this time the 43 Tim Randolph will win at Daytona. The Lyft National Series. Here we go. They make their way through turn 3 and 4. The pace car will peel off. And for the first time ever, the Lyft National Series is green here at Daytona. The Hitachi Truck Series. And here we go. The pace truck is gonna peel off. And for the first time ever in GCN history, we have a truck series, and we are underway under the lights here at Daytona in Tuesday night heat. Your GCN presentation starts right now. Here we go, the starting lineup. That'll be on the left-hand side of your screen. Eric Faden is a winner this season. Everyone in the top 3 starting this race has won a race this season. The question will be, can they get win number 2? Of course, it's only 14 laps here today. We saw yesterday both races, turns 1 and 3, you want to be to that outside lane. I mean, if you're in the outside lane, you have a good chance of defending your position. We'll see if that holds true today with the Lyft National cars on track. As the pace car, that'll peel off. Eric Faden, Tim Randolph, the green flag waves. We're underway from Pocono. Already a drag race down into turn 1. Tim Randolph, for now, has the lead, but the 21 could clear. And we'll see they're still side by side. The 48 and the 21 trying to draft and do something, but unfortunately it won't matter. The 90, Tim Randolph, he clears for the race lead. Off in turn 2, they make it through. Keep in mind, after this we go to Quarter Slammer. That'll be on Sunday next week. So we got 2 Sunday showcases back to back. The Truck Series had a few. Now we have a few here on the Lyft National side. Of course, after that we will go to Homestead on Tuesday. So 2 days after we'll be at Homestead. And of course, something to keep in mind, of course, after Homestead we have a few weeks off before we return. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we return at Kentucky. No, we return at Iowa 2 weeks later. Then we'll have a midweek race, or probably a midweek race at Twin Ring Motegi. Then we got Mid-Ohio, Nashville, Lucas Oil Raceway Park, the Indianapolis Road Course for 25A and B, and then we got Rockingham to wrap up the regular season. Excuse me. Anyway, Tim Randolph continues to lead here. Here comes Eric Faden, that's for second. Leroy Davis has it for now. Keep in mind, a handful of these guys, Leroy Davis, not one of them, but a lot of the, and same with Casey Horton, but 2 of the top 5, 2 of the 3, or yet 2 of the guys in the top 5 will not be racing later. That's Leroy Davis and Casey Horton. So, of course, they're just trying to go for points. These guys up here trying to go for points and experience because they're going to be racing later in the Jello Cup race. And so far, Tim Randolph getting the most experience leading the race. I don't think he'll be starting up front, but he continues to lead here. Let's check in on Nathan Faden right now in that number 8. Keep in mind, he was the Cup winner yesterday. Not looking so hot here today, but keep in mind, pit strategy could change his position. We'll keep an eye on it. They're bumper to bumper, first and second and third. Oh, the 10 up the track, and so is the 02. They hit the wall. DJ Brady and Xavier Rain, they get together. They bounce off that outside wall, and they're going to lose a few positions here. I imagine the 10 won't be very happy and may repay the favor. Or he's just sitting there thinking, okay, I'll remember that. Eric Faden tried to make a late pass. It didn't work. Leroy Davis gets a run on the outside, though. Can he move to the inside to battle for the lead? Don't think he will. Again, after this we go to Quarter Slammer. That should bring a lot of excitement. It'll be a truck and Xfinity or truck and Lyft weekend, as the Cup Series will have next weekend off, as they will be recovering after the midweek All-Star race. And of course that will be Showdown on Tuesday, the All-Star on Wednesday. Keep that in mind as we keep going through this race. Is Eric Faden now under pressure, or trying to pass for second rather, on Leroy Davis? And he won't get the position this time. Tim Randolph continues to lead. He's having a pretty solid Lyft National season. He's looking, of course, for his second win of the year. He won earlier at Auto Club. Of course, he loves to win on these bigger tracks. He won Indianapolis last season on the Cup side, and he won at Daytona on the Cup side. Those were two of his wins last season, two of a few wins last season for him. And trying to kind of replicate that here, except on the Lyft National side. You see the top five have pretty much broken away from the pack. Another thing Tim Randolph trying to do is get some playoff points. Keep in mind, if he leads one more lap, he will get a playoff point. And of course, I've stressed it enough, and I'm going to continue to stress it. 5 playoff points won't do it necessarily to get you into the playoffs. As you see, the battle for second. Eric Faden trying to take over. And he'll take the position away from Leroy Davis. But again, I stress, 5 playoff points won't do the job necessarily. You're going to want to get more than that. And that's exactly what Tim Randolph is focused on doing. Of course, we still got a lot of races till the playoffs. And one thing I should stress about Indy, I mentioned Indianapolis is coming up in the near future. The Indianapolis race. Keep this in mind. We will have one race contracts for the Indianapolis race. And that, of course, will take place in early January when we return from our Christmas break. So you'll want to watch out for those. And, of course, we'll do the same for the trucks at Eldora. There will be one race contract opportunities. So, of course, just wanting to fill out the field because we had to split it in half anyway. So why not add some more guys to the field, you know? Of course, we will have some one-race contracts available in the Cup Series. Of course, we have some one-race contract drivers in the Cup Series. And those guys will be running the Showdown on Tuesday. One thing you'll want to keep your eye out for. An interesting battle that'll take place tomorrow as well. Keep this in mind. The battle for the... like I said, if Dustin Davis wins tomorrow, it won't be much of a battle. But it is the battle to start on pole for the GCN All-Star race. Because keep in mind, Zach Fitzwater's fourth in the points. He has to get around Mohammed Zain Abdullah. Well, actually, Mohammed Zain Abdullah is leading that race right now. As of right now, he'd be the pole sitter for the GCN All-Star race. Because keep in mind, that lineup is set on points. So that should be an interesting battle to watch a little bit later on today. As right now, Eric Faden getting right on the bumper of the 90. 5 laps to go. Will he battle for the lead this time? He will not. Maybe just trying to put some pressure on him. Keep this in mind. There could be pit stops coming in the next couple laps. We obviously saw a few on the Cup side yesterday. So here we go. 4 laps of racing to go. And Eric Faden getting right onto the bumper, not wanting to make that move yet. Here comes Dustin Davis into a 3 wide, and actually the 22 not 3 wide. But it looked like a 3 wide battle back there for third. And here we go. Now the 21 will peek inside. They're going to go side by side down to turn number 2, the tunnel turn. And I don't think Eric Faden's going to get it this time. He peaked a little too early. But you could tell Eric Faden is faster. And I believe they're going to pit this time. Will anyone stay out? It looks like the 32 will. And so will the 68. So Max Anderson will now take the race lead. 3 laps to go. Max Anderson, Chris Russell. I believe that's the 4 of Casey Naneko, the 7 of Gene Sanford back there. Trying to see who that 4th car is, or 5th car is, and that's the 66 of Michael Collins as well. So those 5 stay out, hoping to stretch it, but keep in mind we saw it in the Cup race yesterday. You don't want to stay out too much longer because you will lose a lot of positions. And you'll see there they start to slow down. And all 5 of them will come into the pit lane. You saw the race off the pit lane there, and it looks like the 90 has won that race by a lot. And the question is, will these guys be able to get out in enough time? Here comes the 90 through turn 4, or turn 3 rather. There's the 68. There's the 90. It's going to be a race into turn 1. And it won't be much of one. Tim Randolph retains the race lead. Leroy Davis goes up to 2nd. Casey Horton should get 3rd here. Eric Faden, the biggest loser there. Tough break. He was right on the bumper of the 90. It must have been a pit road mishap for Eric Faden. Not what you like to see. So here we go. The white flag is going to wave this time. 1 lap of racing to go, presented by Mitchell's Memes. And Tim Randolph. We mentioned it earlier. He was a winner at Auto Club earlier this season. We also mentioned how 1 win and 5 playoff points won't get you into the playoffs necessarily. I think he took those words to heart. He also knows there's not many races left. Either that or it's something about this package that makes that driver just run so well, because again, he won the Cup race at Indy last season. He won at Auto Club earlier this season. And out of turn 3, I'd say he likes this restrictor plate package on these 2 mile or bigger ovals. Tim Randolph wins at Pocono. Congratulations to the 90. They get a big win here, their second victory of the year. Should be a playoff securing one if they are in the top 25. Of course, we will see it in just a moment when we show you your point standings. Keep in mind, he's going to be racing later in the Jello Cup race, so you won't want to miss that. That should be interesting. Again, a battle for the pole position for the All-Star race, because keep in mind, again, currently Muhammad Zain Abdullah is the highest in the points among all the All-Star eligible drivers. So keep that in mind. He is a threat to take the pole at 8 Bowl. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for watching this race, the Lyft National race. Here from Pocono, we want to show you results and standings, and we'll see you next Sunday when the Lyft National Series takes on Quarter Slammer. Until then, goodbye everyone.